Welcome, welcome. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. To any of you daddies out there, welcome in, welcome in. Here we go. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello over there on YouTube and Twitch. Welcome in too. All right, who's ready for Diava Smackdown? You ready? Here we go. I love the garden. She signs on every day waiting for MAGA to enter the door. With a this and a that and a sheepish grin. Look out, MAGA, she's about to begin. She's got moxie, it runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown, yeah, it's a role. She invites the MAGA to challenge a fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got a bite. Come see Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diana is the badass of SmackDown Queens. MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diana hit him with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, boo, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but her force is steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diana's got game, and she's hard to beat. See Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Hey, OJM. Diana is the badass of SmackDown Queens. She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running her show in the TikTok streets. Equality for all and respect for her crew. Come meet Sir Val and Gemma the Truth. With maggots in the corner, looking kind of small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diava delivers the end game stunner. She says, "Oh, look, we have a winner." A crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong. She's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens. So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twits swallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Diava's a legend, and we all know her name. Stop being so emotional. That's for you, MAGA, and especially you, MAGA men, the most emotional creatures that have ever walked this planet. They are so pathetic. They are so emotional. They are so weak. Gotta hand it to you guys. You are emotional. Woo! If you voted for Donald Trump, I want to talk to you. So for the next 2 hours, Trump voters, you have my ear. Come up and tell me all about yourself. No, I really don't want to know about you, but let's have a conversation. Why are you afraid of diversity but not dictatorship? If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I'm going to bring up my backup account here and we'll get into it. If you voted for Donald Trump, get in my request box. All right. Hit the guest request and come on up. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request and come on up. Trying to see if this person is gonna. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up.
If you're just going to say chirping in the comment section, my mods are probably going to mute you because we're here for conversations, not for you just to stay in the comment section. So hit the guest request, come up and let's chat. Simple as that. Borat, if you are a Trump voter, go ahead and re-request because for some reason it's just not connecting. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Why can't you request up? You might not have live access. Let's see. I invited you, Peter. Peter, I think your name was. All you have to do is accept the request. Unless if you're on a computer, on a PC, it won't work. You have to be on a tablet or a iPad or a phone. If you're on your computer, it won't work. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Why are you? I need Trump voters to come up and explain to me why you're afraid of diversity, but not dictatorship. Explain it to me like I'm 5. Yeah, Peter, just go on your phone and come back and I'll bring you up. No problem. Yeah, for some reason on TikTok, you cannot come up on a PC. Thank you guys for smashing out my first goal. Let me put up my, I'll fix my goal and we'll start over. Thank you guys. You guys are so generous. I love you. Again, happy Father's Day to any dads in here. Except if you're MAGA, I hope you have a terrible day.
You fucking nigger, faggot. You nigger, faggot, nigger, what faggot, nigger. Nigger.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to do a quick restart. Yep, that's Trump voters for you. Just racist pieces of goddamn shit. Then you wonder, why do you call us all racist? Because you vote right alongside those people. And you don't call it out. You guys just go right along with it. Terrible humans. Welcome back if you're coming back. Everybody just tap that screen. Let's get back up on the For You page since we had that douchebag in here. Yeah, whoever gifted that person should have been, we should have saw who gifted that person and booted them too. Gross. Struggle with this fucking circle. Hey, I finally got it. All right, if y'all could just tap one more time, let's just keep tap. Let's get back up on that For You screen. Hit that screen. Let's see those hearts fly. We should hit the For You page. Hey, Def Jam, welcome back. That's MAGA. That's MAGA. Bottom of the barrel filth. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. If you voted for Kamala Harris, you should be smacking that screen. Hit that screen with all your might. Hit that screen. I'm looking for Trump voters to come up and tell me why they're scared of diversity, but not a dictatorship. Because that confounds me a bit. Hey, Brighton. Thank you guys for liking and sharing the live. We should be hitting the For You page any second now. Usually between 5 and 10,000 likes. We usually get up on the For You page. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. They went from "don't tread on me" to "tread all over me in the streets, daddy, with your military." Yeah, doesn't quite match. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I'd like to talk to you. That military parade was, the squeaking tank with the no audience cheering was one of the funniest things. That should be our new sound instead of crickets chirping from now on. It should be that sound. Oh, I've reposted so many of those things. It was so funny. So pathetic. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Big stars, how big a boy are you? Come on up. The squeaky tank just, so embarrassing. Can you imagine Kim Jong Un and all those dictators that have those real military parades like he wanted are probably like, it was not fake. Nope. That was what the sound was with him going by it. I didn't watch the parade at all. Just that clip of that tank squeaking. Oh my God, it about took me out. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. That was so funny. He thought he was going to get a North Korea style parade. Couldn't even afford WD-40. Exactly, Joe. Woo! If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on. It was definitely a Temu parade. Oh my God. That was so funny. Oh. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Why are you afraid of diversity but not a dictatorship? Pluto, come on up. King, oh my God, this is why you're single. Nope. Wrong again. Wrong again. It's so funny how they think that a woman having a man is some kind of good thing or like a glory. Bitch, we single. We don't want men. Trust me. Oh yeah, he was not. He was. He. It was the only thing that came to mind with this yesterday was, "It's my party and I'll cry if I want to, cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you." And then Sleepy Don fell asleep. Couldn't even stay awake. Yeah, top of the health there, buddy. Did so good. Did so good. You big boy, he almost made it. Ah! Not the one I was going for. He almost made it. Oh, I forgot to bring my backup account up. That's why maybe nobody's requesting up, because they don't have the easy button. I mean, to be fair, I know it was boring. Did you see it? Like, lackluster crowd. Nobody was cheering. It was like, ho hum. What the fuck is this? I loved it for him. Oh God, it was so bad. It was so bad. Oh, it was so bad. All right, let me bring up my backup and then we'll get into it. It looks like I have somebody in the box. I invited King up. King is just a coward. It's okay. We can leave King exactly where he's at. In his mama's basement. We can leave King in his mama's basement. It's okay. User bunch of numbers. Sorry, you only have 2 followers. I'm not bringing you up. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. Come on, Danny Shots. Come on up. Why don't you come talk to me? If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Richard, you could just come up instead of typing Trump, Trump, Trump. Do you just really know how ridiculous you sound? Richard, hi. Did you vote Trump?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
Good. Do you vote for Trump?
Of course.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 52 and I live in Florida.
Always fucking Florida.
Yeah, you know, let me guess, you're from California, right?
No, I live in Florida. I do. I'm a Floridian. I'm a native-born Floridian. I was born downtown Orlando.
Listen, I'm American first. I'm American first, and maybe things are being done a little harsh, but it's a lot better than the hell what Biden was doing.
Well, that's what do you mean harsh? What do you mean by that?
Harsh. I mean, yeah, you know what? It's a little sad to see families get broken up.
Are you Latino?
I was born here.
I understand that, but I'm asking you, where's your family from?
They came here legally from Cuba.
Okay, yeah, it's always the ladder pullers that don't want other people here.
What's that?
I said it's only ladder pullers that don't want people here when they came here themselves. Your family got the chance, so you just want to remove that chance from anybody else. It doesn't matter. The people that are no. Your machismo ain't gonna work here. This is my live. I don't allow men to speak over me. If I'm speaking, you are not. Okay? Okay. You're a ladder puller. The people, you guys said they have to come here the right way. Well, even people that are showing up to their asylum hearings are being drug off and deported. They did it the right way. They're showing up for their hearings. They're going to their ICE appointments and they're getting deported. So you can't say that they're doing that. It's just people who did it the right way. These people have done it the right way and they're deporting them anyway. So your whole argument is bullshit.
You're a fucking retard.
Yep, that's what you do. You slur so you get dropped, and then that way you don't have to have a response. Because you know that I'm right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. They know that they slur. They can just get out of their situation. George, did you vote for Trump? Did you vote for Trump?
Fuck Donald Trump, bitch.
I agree, fuck Donald Trump, but calling me a bitch was probably unnecessary, right? If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I guess he was confused. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump all day, every day. Not sure what that was about. That was quite unnecessary, but sure. I've been called worse. Charles, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, and you're fat and ugly and stupid, bitch.
Yeah, how old are you? What state did you vote in? Okay, nice talking to you. Now go kiss your sister wife and tell her how much you love her. Typical MAGA trash. Yeah, I bet he's a hit with the ladies. I bet he's fun at parties. The only thing I could think of is suffering succotash. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Lord. Suffering succotash. You're fat. You're ugly. Okay. Like you can almost. Oh my God, user! I've dropped you down like 50 times, so now I'm just going to block you because you obviously are a troll. Because nobody else would try to come up here that often. I guess it's Toothless Sunday. I did not get a violation. No, I just had to restart because somebody came up here and dropped a bunch of slurs, like they always do. Because MAGA are just gross. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. George is the one who said he didn't vote for Trump, dumbass bitch. Why are you back? Why are you back?
Somebody requested me. I'm sorry.
No, you said fuck Donald Trump, bitch.
No, and hey, I respect your beliefs, but it's fucked up. It's Father's Day. A lot of people have been ripped off from having their father with them.
Yeah, and I'm here fighting for those people, fucker. What you come up here calling me a bitch for? I'm fighting for y'all. What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus Christ. I'm fighting for the immigrants that are getting fucking kidnapped off the streets. What is wrong with you? What do you not understand? Got a few fries short of a fucking Happy Meal, apparently. Yeah, their father's taken away. Yeah, and I'm up here fighting for them every day. Richard.
You want to get another go without cursing?
I mean, if you want to, that's fine.
Not all MAGA supporters are trash mouths.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. And listen, from what we're seeing, the liberals are the ones that are violent, and the liberals are the ones.
Nope.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah,
Can you tell me? No.
Can I talk?
No.
Well, you guys don't.
No. We were peacefully protesting. Okay. It was ICE who fired flashbangs and tear gas at people. It was not us. We were peacefully protesting. You guys went to the Capitol on January 6th, beat cops with flagpoles, rubbed your shit all over the walls. It's you guys that are violent. It was Republican who went unalived to a senator and representative in Minnesota yesterday. You guys are the ones that are violent. It's not us. We were peacefully protesting through the streets. It was ICE. It was the police that started it. They did it yesterday. They were live on TV. There was a guy live on TV broadcasting what was going on, and they started tear gassing them for nothing. They were just standing there. No one was doing anything. And they started tear gassing the crowd. It's the police and it's ICE and it's them who's agitating it. It is not us. You're just wrong. You guys are the violent ones.
That's not true.
It is true.
No, it's not. The insurrection was not true either, man.
The insurrection was not true, sir? Are you trying to say that January 6th was a fake? 36,000 hours of film. And y'all are trying to say that it was a fake. Sir, people like you disturb me because you want to live your life buried like an ostrich in the dirt. You may want to go find out what happens to the ostrich when they do that too long.
There were Proud Boys that showed up at our protests yesterday. There were Trump supporters who showed up. They're the ones that ended up arrested because they were the ones being violent against the peaceful protesters. There was over 11 million people marching yesterday. How much violence did you hear of, Richard?
They should have shot them all.
At this point, 12.1 million protesters, sir. Did you just promote violence?
He
sir?
sure did.
The same person that came up here. Hold on, sir.
You guys should have voted. Why did 12 million?
Shut the fuck up. Because you're going to hear this. You're the man that came up here and claimed that it was liberals that were violent after just saying that 12.1 million protesters
should be unalived. Yeah.
Lives.
And you called us violent. Hi, Pop. Kettle calling. Like, what? Oh, yeah, he ran. Of course he ran. But the utter delusion is what I don't understand. I truly think that they believe this, and it's disturbing on a very different level.
It's the hypocrisy, right? You know what I'm saying? Sitting down there saying what that man just said, and the hypocrisy of it, trying to justify Jan 6. I mean, these things have got to stop from the right side. You come up here and say you want peace, you play all these games, and you've done nothing but promote and produce violence ever since this man has taken office in 2017. Ever since.
And forget that protesting is a constitutionally protected activity. It's in the Constitution that we can peacefully assemble. We can protest our government. It's part of the Constitution. It's the First Amendment. It was so important to our founding fathers. It's the first one.
Yeah, over 90% of political violence has been committed in this country since 2017. It's been done by a far-right lunatic.
And you have to separate rioters and looters from the protesters. There are always people. There are always people that whenever people start protesting, they join to cause chaos. Because they want to get in on it, and then that way the protesters get blamed and not them. Mick, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, you lying bitch. You Democrats are the one.
How old are you? How old are you? Just calm down, Peepaw. How old are you, and what state did you vote in? I'll invite you to unmute. Chill out, buddy. Just stop being so emotional.
You sorry old bitch. Is Soros paying you? You sorry communist bitch.
I think that's actually Meemaw.
Is that Meemaw or Peepaw?
I think it's Meemaw.
Can you give me the definition of a communist, please? Oh, there he goes. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. That's MAGA. Holy hail. Good thing I got a tough skin, huh?
Hey, let's talk a little bit about the cool things that happened yesterday. Anybody see the 100 woman march yesterday in their Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah, I sure did in Texas.
That was in Fort Worth, Texas.
I did. That was so nice. That was awesome. Hey, yo, did you vote for Trump?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking for Trump voters right now. I bring up anybody else. Everybody, you guys can come up at 6 p.m. Eastern. From 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern every day, I bring up Trump voters. And from 6 to 7, I bring up anybody. So please come on in. Then I hope you understand. Everybody else is friendlies in the guest box. Okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. You dumb bitch. Okay. Do they think that
it's my city too?
Do they think the things that hurts our feelings or something, or like what?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, 12 point. That current count right now, 12.1 million.
That's more than the 3.5% that they said is needed to go against the government in order to topple any dictatorship.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Everybody else, just keep tapping the screen. We're almost up to 100,000 likes. Thank you guys. You guys rock. I really, really appreciate it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. I hope every single one of those people who showed up yesterday also marched their happy asses to the ballot box in the midterms.
We haven't got an official count for Washington, D.C.'s little parade yesterday, but
I heard one person reported just under 10,000.
yeah, just under 10,000.
Do you know more people showed up to January 6th to attack the Capitol than showed up to his military parade?
Oh, hold on, people. Here's a good one for you. More people showed up in Fort Worth, Texas for his military parade. Half that many people showed up in Weatherford, Texas. That's a small town, people.
Oh my God.
For the protest. Come on now.
Oh my God. He'll Sharpie in all the people. He probably would. If you,
Yes, I do know what happened in Michigan yesterday, and it's an absolute tragedy. And again, another perpetration on the American people by a far right-wing extremist.
correct, a white Christian nationalist, an anti-abortion activist. So, in other words, a far right winger. Yes.
You're right. For people who keep writing down there, lots of the South showed up. They damn sure did.
Mm-hmm.
And that should. And if I was in Washington, D.C., sitting in a chair that I was voted into in any southern county, I'd be very, very, very scared right now.
Yes, Michigan, not Minnesota. It was Michigan. It was Minnesota. He misspoke. It was Minnesota.
Minnesota, okay, yeah.
I'm in a very small city, like I said, in Florida. I don't know if you guys all saw my video I posted, but
I saw your little drive.
So I did my little drive by, and then when I pulled into the Dunkin' to get coffee and donuts for the kids, well, coffee for me, donuts for the kids, I saw them coming around protesting. So I jumped out of my car and I ran over and I was like, "Go, go, go!" And I was cheering them on. So I felt good. Actually, I think you were here, or you weren't here yesterday, but it brought me to tears, Val. I literally, after I came in, I felt overwhelmed because I'm like, I'm in a really small, very redneck, people still drive around with Confederate flags on their trucks area, okay?
Yeah, well, so am I in Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth, Texas is not, you know what I'm saying? Tarrant County is not the bluest county of all the Texas counties that are blue. And to see what we saw yesterday, and it was a very proud moment for me because, I mean, I'm not going to say who, but I will tell you I had plenty of relatives in those red dresses.
Yep. And I was just so proud. I'm like, look at all these people out here standing up for democracy. And it brought me to tears. I think it was a combination of pride, of all the stress we feel about where this country is going, how scary everything is. Like, I think it was just a combination of feelings. And they came out in that moment.
Yeah, and give it up for the other cities. I mean, the Chicago,
oh my word, yes. And Philly. Woo!
Philly, New York, Boston, I mean, go. LA, I mean, yes, this is what we needed to see. This is what needs to continue, and we need to keep putting this kind of pressure on DC until they get the message.
That's right.
Although I really believe they probably have the message now.
Oh, I think they got the message.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Corvette, did you vote for Trump?
No, I can't.
Oh, no worries. No worries. I got you. Thank you. Okay, it's all friendlies. Okay. Y'all tap on the left side of the screen. I think we have the numbers. We will have the numbers because I told you, and I've been telling you all along, he's going to go too far. And they've gone too far. That damn samurai. Why don't you come up? Come up here with your big boy chest. Come on. I invited you. All you have to do is accept the invitation. Come up. Okay, you're going to get muted in the comment section. You're just going to come in here and be a keyboard abuser and coward out in the comment section. Come up and talk to us. There you go. He's gone too far. Bringing the military in against the American people. Senator Padilla being manhandled, thrown to the ground, and then handcuffed outside of a press conference where they take questions. It's a press conference where they take questions. So this is Gestapo shit. And this is a bridge too far. And he's going to get desperate and probably do more crazy shit. Because now he's going to be scared. He's very sad about yesterday. He fell asleep during the parade yesterday.
That was hilarious. The look on his face.
Hold on, I have the image. Oh, I have it. Took it right from the TV. Hold on.
When he saw the number of people in the concert, what a piss poor excuse. I mean, this was poor. This had to be the worst expenditure of $90 million in U.S. history.
And then It was so riveting, he fell asleep. Look at the guy behind him. Look at his face.
Until the squeaky tank came by.
Holy shit. Oh my God. I've been laughing at that on all these. And then yesterday was Flag Day too, Val. I want you to look at this picture that the United States government put on their Twitter. What do you see other than the American flag?
The presidential, I can't see the seal real good.
Doesn't that look like two Russian flags below the word Flag Day?
Oh, it does. And so everybody knows, in order by our flag, if you put something up, it has to be
red, white, and blue.
In that order.
Correct. Not blue in the middle.
What is going on? Ugh.
Uh-huh. So there you go. That was literally the official Flag Day from the Trump administration. Yep. America first. Maybe this will be better. Could someone explain to me which crimes get you deported and which ones get you elected president?
Oh, good question.
That was on a protest sign yesterday. I was like, oh, that's such a good question.
I even saw some of Oslo saying yesterday on signs. I saw more than once signs that says the fight for civil rights is not a civil fight.
It is not. John Lewis, Martin Luther King Jr. When we keep it civil, we aren't heard. And civil unrest or any kind of political violence is from the unheard. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I am looking for Trump voters to have a conversation with. Can you explain to me which crimes get you deported and which crimes get you elected president? I thought that was a really good question. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up, Noah. I invited you. Oh, the squeaky tank will give you life. Somebody named their account Diava's Ice and she's put in there crunch. Oh, it's morality police. Fuck off, morality police. It was funny though. Thank you guys. If you voted for Donald Trump, let's hit the guest request. Come on up. Happy Father's Day, Val. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Thank you very much.
Ava and Chase are with their dad today at the beach.
My son took me out to eat this morning. It's good.
I was gonna go get a pedicure, go get my eyebrows done because I got gift certificates for my birthday, and I fell asleep, but I took a long ass nap and it felt so good.
There you go.
So I did. So when I woke up, it was about time for my time for my live, so I didn't have time to go get anything done. But I was like, that nap felt just as good. Ashley, thank you for the $2 for a $2 challenge, challenging everyone to donate $2 to support your live. Thank you so much. Ashley is challenging everybody watching to send $2 to my Cash App or Venmo to help support my live. Thank you, Ashley. They're both Diavatalks, both spelled the same. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. There's almost 600 people in here. I know that there's Trump supporters in here, so why aren't you coming up? Just want to have a conversation. It's a valid question.
Say that again.
Yep, a block. And you're going to get another one. Bye, morality, please. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Oh, California girl, where'd you go? California girl, I was bringing you up. Where'd you go? The mouthy men stop coming up when Val gets here.
I don't know why. I'm not threatening.
Val's calmer than me. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Okay, Opie, I'll look.
Although we've been threatened today, I'm not threatening.
Yeah, all right. So I've been kid-free since about 11 o'clock, 11:30 this morning. So I needed a break. I ordered our DoorDash food in. Scrolled on TikTok, took a nap. It was really nice. They're mad at Donnie's parade. They should be. It sucked. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. What'd you say, Val?
Yeah, they got totally. If you're a white ring, if you're a white wing MAGA person, you got totally embarrassed yesterday.
Oh, that was really embarrassing. All that money that they wasted for that pathetic showing of ridiculousness. But I do like how when they were showing one of the groups of people marching, they were not in cadence.
Oh no, it was disgusting.
Well, I think that was on purpose.
Yeah.
Because if they're in the military, they had no option not to be there.
Right.
So
I mean, it was absolutely wild.
Mm-hmm. They know how to march in cadence. You learn that in basic training. Hell, my Christmas parade here in my small town was better than that. The fucking Christmas parade's better than that shit show yesterday.
We've had more people at Fort Worth Art Festival.
I absolutely believe not being in lockstep is a protest against Trump. I believe that.
Thank you, Electric Gal, for the cash out.
Oh, that was nice.
For fathers.
Yeah, that was nice.
No, actually, I did not see the list of sponsors.
Oh, Palantir, Walmart. There was another one. They had a list of sponsors. UFC, I think. Lockheed Martin. Yeah, that's because they're a defense contractor. Oh, Coinbase. Yep. Crypto exchange.
I mean, are they putting? Here's some of the things that some of these companies I want people to be aware of. Are they putting them up there because they're flying a plane over or something like that? You know, as far as Lockheed Martin's concerned, those kind of things.
Oh, it could be because they have.
Yeah, because you got to remember Lockheed Martin's. Yeah, I mean, most of the equipment there was either designed, engineered, or has some piece in it that came from Lockheed Martin.
There was more people protesting in Idaho than there were at the stupid military parade. Derek on YouTube said. I believe it. And for my little red dot city here in Florida, We had quite a showing as well for a small town as I live in.
Yeah, this is what happens when nobody likes you. You try to plan your own birthday.
It's like the little kid that has a birthday party and nobody shows up. You heard Boston had close to 1 million? That's
Boston's
cool.
massive. So is Chicago.
So is Philly, but Chicago was massive. Has he rage tweeted? I think he did last night.
Oh, New York was massive.
Oh, New York was massive, yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many, I guarantee you the New York one was close to 1 million too. That was insane.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. We don't want to talk about the protests. We want to talk to you. So come on up. Just you're not coming up. You're not requesting. Boise, Idaho had more people show up on an opening day for a Little League parade than the shit show.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, you know what? That does make sense.
Now, if you saw my video yesterday that I posted, if you saw my video, you could see the police officers that were on the bicycles. They were at every intersection. And I think they were doing that so nobody, because in the state of Florida, Ron DeSantis went on TV and said people could just run over protesters, right? Like they're impeding your path. You can just run them over. So the police officers on their bicycles would go and sit in front of every intersection as they walked across the intersection.
Yeah, the police department overriding the governor's authority. That's good actually, because we do that here in Texas too. There's like Fort Worth police and Dallas police. They both said those same things to some of these governors' actions, right? You know, especially with we've got your twin here in Hot Wheels, and we've had several police departments across the state go, no, we're not going to do that. How about that?
Yeah. I just on my Discord server, Meg just put in the comment section for the live chat that the protester that was pew-pewed in Salt Lake City has passed away.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Yeah. By guess who? A Trump supporter. A MAGA. But they're not the violent ones, right?
Yeah, they're not the violent ones. That's what we were told earlier. They're not the violent ones.
Salt Lake City, Utah. Dana, thank you for the $2 for the $2 challenge. I'm late to the challenge because I'm driving to your state for vacation. Oh, welcome, Dana. Family lives there, that's why, or I wouldn't go, LOL.
Going to Disney.
Probably.
Or a cruise.
Yeah, I wouldn't come to this state either. I wouldn't spend your dollars in my state. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Dems are the party of war. There are a war going on right now before New Year's. Yeah. Like Democrats love war. Trump, no new wars under Trump.
Hey, do me a favor. Take your Russian propaganda and leave the lie. Okay? We don't need Russian propaganda. I mean, people need to get real information in this country. People need to start demanding real information in this country. People need to stop. I mean, I've never called, be real honest, I've never even called the right side the party of war. Although they've probably started more of them. I've never called them.
Nope. Rich, that's not true. He says, don't listen to anything on TikToks. It's all propaganda. I started my page in order to provide facts and evidence and all of those things because of misinformation, disinformation. I don't say anything, and Val doesn't say anything that we haven't already verified, found the primary source of it, and we provide it every single day. That is the exact reason why we have this live.
Right. This came from somebody on YouTube?
Mm-mm.
Did that come from somebody on YouTube?
No, right here.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, people in glass houses.
Exactly right. Shouldn't throw stones. Just like them Christians. Don't cast that first stone. Don't cast a stone unless you're without sin, buddy. I did see the lady that had a face mask on, like a COVID mask on, and the police told her to take it off, and she said, "No, I don't want to take it off. You're in a crowd of people." And they arrested her because she wouldn't take her mask off.
Which is, there is people in this country that have immune disorders.
Me, I still wear a mask everywhere I go.
And they have to wear a mask to protect themselves and to protect others.
Yep.
Y'all need to stop.
That's ridiculous. Sean, thank you for the $3. Yes, the soldiers misstepped on purpose. I'm a vet. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for the $3 too. I'm immune compromised, so I know that no one around me in the state of Florida is going to protect me, so I have to protect myself. So when I go out now I don't when I take the kids to the park or anything like that, but if I would have went and marched in a big old crowd like they saw in New York where they were arm to arm, elbow to elbow, and shoulder to shoulder walking through, I would have worn a mask outside because we would have been too close. And I'm immune compromised. I have to. So, Rich, why don't you come up here? Of course it was Georgia. Right? I would die on a better hill. Exactly.
Right?
I would pick a different hill. And that's why some people in my family, my brother's one. My brother's always like, I think it was last Father's Day, he was like, "How long are you gonna wear a mask for? Like, this is just ridiculous." And I'm like, I didn't ask them to wear a mask. I've never told them they have to wear a mask around me. We were going out to dinner and I just asked if we could sit outside on the outdoor patio so that I could feel comfortable. How long are you gonna wear that stupid mask? I mean, come on. I mean, how long are you going to wear that seatbelt every time you get in the car? And that's how that sounds. Like, it's stupid.
I'd answer it as long as stupid people like you that think that immunizations are bad and put Americans at risk, I'm going to continue to wear the mask. About that.
And then that's why this past November, when my daughter was having her birthday dinner, she said, because she was like, she says, if any person says a single word about you wearing a mask 5 years later, they know why you're wearing a mask. But if anybody makes a single comment, I will get up and leave my own birthday dinner. She's like, I'm so sick of it. She's like, they know why you wear a mask. You've told them ad nauseum for years now. It's just because they see it, because they're MAGA. I told you my brother's like super MAGA, Christian white nationalist, all that. To them, it's like a political thing. So he sees it as something that's like, her to get mad over. I'm just protecting my own health. Like, it's stupid. Like, it's just dumb. Like, I don't ask them to wear it. I don't say, you have to wear one around me. You have to do this. I've never done that. Yes, they're so triggered over a mask. But you know what's so funny, Val? This is it. You ready? My brother is a dental hygienist and has to wear a mask over his face every day while he's working on his patients.
Oh, absolutely. That's the way it works.
Like, I mean, but one thing about MAGA that they have in common is that they have a hypocrisy is their middle name.
Yeah, they don't get it. I mean, these people, immune compromise is a real thing.
Yes, he knows that.
And this wasn't just since C-19. People wore these masks and had to do this in public for decades plus before that. You just didn't pay attention to them because there was no political gain in paying attention to somebody with a mask. You may just ask yourself, "Hey, why you haven't worn that mask?" But that would have been the end of the conversation, or we wouldn't even have asked.
Why? All right. Like if I looked at them like, oh, my first thought before C-19, my first thought would have been like, oh, they're probably going through chemo or something, and they have to, they have lowered immune systems.
Right.
Or like me, they have an autoimmune disease and they have a compromised immune system. They made it political. MAGA, Trump supporters made it political. It's not political. It's literally just because I don't want to get sick.
Right. It's not
Because even a common cold that takes everybody else, 3 to 5 days to really get over, I usually have for 2 weeks. So I just get everything worse because it takes my body longer to get rid of it than somebody else. And I don't want to be sick. Right. It's not a social stance, right? It's not a defiance.
Yeah.
I know people over in Japan and, the Asian countries, they've been wearing masks for years. Yeah, that's how we got talking about masks, was because of the lady that got arrested because she wouldn't take her face mask off. And somebody in the crowd even said, maybe she has an autoimmune disease, dude. Like somebody in the crowd actually said that. The cop arrested her anyway, literally handcuffed her because she had a mask on. It's so ridiculous. Opie said, if Trump told his people never to shit again, they would all hold it in until they explode. You're probably not wrong.
That's funny though.
Why isn't the FBI helping Minnesota? We don't want this administration's FBI.
No, the reason
Leave it to the local police.
The reason the FBI is not helping Minnesota is it's a Democratic state.
If I was a family, like, not with Kash Patel's FBI. Fuck that shit.
And where's Trump on the news? You know what I'm saying? Downplaying this behavior, saying it's not acceptable.
Right. Political violence should never be, blah blah blah. They're not. If it would have been a Democrat that did it to Republicans, it would be 24/7, and you'd never hear the end of it.
Right. And this is where I keep reminding people. I want you to remember when Joe Biden stood up at the State of the Union and said political violence should never be acceptable on either side, and all the Republicans sat on their hands.
Come on up and ask that question. I invited you up. Why don't you come up? He said now that nobody in the FBI can be trusted because of a Republican president. I didn't say that. I'll explain it to you if you want to come up, and I'll answer it.
Because of Kash Patel has nothing to do.
No, it has nothing to do with the president. Nope, that's not what I said. Mud, yeah, that's it. Mud, why don't you come up? And a tweet or a Truth Social is not a statement from the president. He should be on television making a statement. What's wrong with Kash Patel? Do you have all day, Jeff?
Lord, I really did. Dude, pick up any news story. Go read the book that this guy wrote. You've got to be kidding me.
You're a TikTok newbie. I sent you a request, right? I just sent it to you again. All you have to do is accept it. Now, the only reason why you may not be able to accept it or you didn't get it is you're on a PC. So get on an iPad, get on a phone, get on something else. Yeah, we're about halfway through this flash goal from TikTok. Thank you. Oh, friendly. Oh, you're friendly. Just asking. Kash Patel wrote a book for children about how Trump is a king and how the 2020 election was stolen. The dude is a sycophant. He's not qualified to head the FBI.
Yeah, he has zero law enforcement experience. Zero.
So it's just ridiculous. He's not fit. His picture alone, you can tell that man's either bugged out, he's on something. He's a scary looking dude. Common theme amongst this administration, that is true. He does look like Charles Manson's son. Wasn't his family, well, aren't they immigrants? Why do I think that? Is Kash Patel or his family immigrants? I know JD Vance's wife's parents are. Yeah, Kash Patel's parents are Indian immigrants who came to the United States, making him a first-generation American. Lord have mercy.
Nothing, man. God forbid all these people that want to pull the ladder actually have to stand on it one day.
Right? That's so pathetic. Should I do a quick restart? Because I just don't see anybody.
Yeah, we've lost them.
I think there was too much reading on the background. Maybe I'll, should I go back to the sad picture of Trump?
Yeah, you can do that. You can do the restart. Take the time to take the break, by the way.
Yeah, I will. I will this time. All right, give me like 2 minutes. I'm going to run to the bathroom, fill my drink, get it all done, and then I'm going to do a quick, I'll come right back. So don't go anywhere else. Don't go to another live, and then don't come back. Come back. I'll be right back. Bye. All right, YouTube, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. That wasn't even 2 minutes, but all right. Oh, hi, kitty. All right, we're going back live on TikTok now. Hi, Anthony. Hi, everybody over there on TikTok. On YouTube and Twitch. Welcome. Make sure you guys all like, Hit subscribe. You guys also have super chats if you want to help donate to my live. You can donate via the super chat, or you can also go to Cash App or Venmo, and it's just Diavatalks and it has my same logo. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back, TikTok. I was talking to my YouTube crowd while I was waiting for you guys to, well, waiting for this to load up. Oh, come on. What the fuck? Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. There we go. There we go. All right. Thought maybe a picture of Kamala would make them come up. Hey, Nelson. Welcome back. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Everybody else, just tap that screen. Let's get back up on that For You page so we can get some good conversations in here. Hello, Glenda. Hello. So glad to see you guys here. Thank you so much. Happy Father's Day to all the dads. Oh, baby. He is the worst. I agree. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. We just did a quick start because we had no Trump voters in there. Yeah, Kitty's very vocal right now. I don't know why. It's okay, Booby. She saw me, I guess she saw me grab the string cheese to... So she's like, I want some. Can I have some of that? Long live President Trump. Okay, Des, why don't you come up? We're just having conversations today. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Looking to have conversation today, so come on in. If you voted for Donald Trump, I want to talk to you. If you voted for Kamala Harris, the queen of all queens, keep on tapping the screen. Cheese tax. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I invited Lady Bay. I invited the other ones that were in here saying Trump, but they don't want to come up. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's have a conversation. Lynn, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. If you voted for Donald Trump, I took a quick break. I'm back live, Charles. I'm back live. I did a restart. Yes, the Flag Day came from X, from the official. I don't think it was the White House, but I would think it was the. Can't remember which department of the Trump administration, but I went and got it off X myself today. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Donald Trump. Old sleepy Donald. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. He was a very sad boy yesterday. Did you see him at his birthday party? He was really sad. He was really sad. Democrats riot in the streets. No, we sure didn't. There's over 12 million people yesterday. You didn't hear of any riots. You're a liar. He was not happy with the poo-poo parade he had yesterday because nobody came. It was empty. Nobody came to see him. He was humiliated. Donald Trump is the king? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my God, Chicago proud. You are one weirdo, aren't you? Why don't you come up, Chicago proud? Did you see all the people protesting in Chicago yesterday? Oh! I invited Chicago crowd up. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if that happened to you. Oh, Chicago, you got scared, Boo Boo Bear. How big a boy are ya? You're a coward. Act like an adult by singing a song. Oh, I know, so childish to sing a song about him crying about his own fucking birthday party that was a bust that nobody went to. We don't do that in this country. We don't celebrate the president like he's a fucking king. It's gross. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. My whole life is a damn joke. Why don't you come up and talk to me? No, you don't even. You have your invites off. You're a coward. Shut up. I've removed your First Amendment rights. Thank you. Now the only way you have a voice in here is if you actually come and talk to me. Blaze, that's just what he told you because you believe his poo-poo propaganda, but that's not the real reason. And we all know it. He wanted this parade his first time around. And Millie told him no, because we don't do that in the United States. So he waited till he got sycophants in office that would do his bidding and whatever he wanted. So he's like, give me my parade now. So we know this had nothing to do with the army. They just used it as an excuse so that people like you would accept it and think it was great. And it failed just like everything else he does. Everything he touches turns to shit. I love that for him. There's nothing worse to a narcissist than humiliation. So I'm really happy that he got utterly shit on. He must have touched you. Every accusation is a confession from a MAGA. So I guess this person goes around touching people unwantedly. It tracks. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Just, I've been inviting all these Trump supporters that are making all these comments, and they're not coming up because they're just cowards. They're cowards or they're bots. Say hi to Vladimir for us and your little bot farm. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up here, prove you're not a bot. Oh, I have the picture of him falling asleep too. Old Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Don. Can't even stay awake at your own fucking birthday party. Pathetic. 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 If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. All these Trump supporters in here, and we've invited all of them up. And they're not coming up. Yes, I'm a bot. Yeah, okay. I'm up here with my face every day, but I'm a bot. Okay. This was not honoring the army. This was an absolute fucking disgusting display of ego. So gross. They're scared. They won't come. Shut up. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I or pout if I want to. He's pouting. He's like when a toddler doesn't get his way. It's like, What a coward. Are you ashamed of our military personnel? The military personnel didn't have a choice to be there. This wasn't about the military. This was about one man. He did get the day he deserved. Pretty mouthy granny. Says the person with 8 followers because nobody else gives a shit what you have to say. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. The military didn't have a choice. They were ordered to be there. They were there. But I do believe them walking out of Cadence was a protest against him. Because people that are anti-Trump still had to be there. But he's just mad because the protests against him were 100 times more. There was over 12 million people at the protests. And there was less than 10,000 at his stupid, dumb vanity parade. You lost the election. I didn't lose shit. I didn't run. What did you win? If you're like, Trump won, what did you win? Come up and tell me what you won. Shut up! The coup. Did you vote for Trump? The coup won? Okay. Can't keep the dog quiet. Because he wants the string cheese I have in my hand. They're waiting for their Doge check. Why would I waste Why would you waste what's left of your life being angry? What do you mean what's left of my life? I'm fucking 53. I'm not 93. All done. Go lay down. The rest of your life? I'm holding people accountable for voting for a fucking fascist. And if you don't like that, that's on you. You like fascism? I don't. Yeah, if Trump wants a parade in his honor, all he's got to do is resign. The Democrats will throw him the biggest parade he's ever had. Everyone would attend and cheer. You want to talk about it being heavily attended? Democrats would be there in droves. In droves. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. We'll be dancing in the streets. Oh, I think the dog has to go out now. Shit. Val, can you come up? Because you can invite people up and all that. There's nobody else in the house to take the dog out, so I have to take him out. There's nobody else that can take him out. Everybody's gone.
That's funny.
I know.
Not sure he's saying this.
Hi guys, how are you? Hi my brother.
Hey Sam, we don't do that in this live, but that would be another live.
Okay, my brother, listen, hey, my brother.
Come on. And if you're a Trump supporter, come on up and let's have a talk. Let's have a chat about what's going on in the world today.
You're back.
I'm back. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's go. Come on. They do not want to come up. They just want to stay in the cheap seats down there and chirp away for absolutely no reason. Sam, no thank you. I don't do the dancing on my... All right.
We're well aware of who Sam is, and we're well aware of who Sam does, but this live is about U.S. political issues.
Correct.
And you know, that's every live creator has their own capability of doing what they want to do when it comes to people like that. But in here, we're talking mainly with people from the U.S. about U.S. issues.
That's correct. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Did you know that the Minnesota, the belter, the guy, the suspect that's on the loose, did you know that his wife was also detained after being pulled over and they searched her car?
No, I did not know.
They found passports, money, and stuff in her car. So she was detained as well. She's probably trying to. This is my speculation. I always tell you when it's my opinion. She's probably going to go meet up with him, is what I'm assuming.
That would be my guess.
Perhaps, yeah.
That makes sense. Have they found him yet? Or...
No. The person who unalived the representative and senator from Minnesota. He is still on the loose. It's from the aerial photos, there's a lot of places for him to hide. You know, it's very rural in that area. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request, come on up. This is dumb. Why don't you come up and talk? I don't know where she was going. They do have 5 kids, yeah. They have 5 kids.
That's crazy.
He has a white supremacy. Well, he's not requesting up anyway. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. A senator and a representative from the state of Minnesota Congress was unalived. The representative and her husband were unalived. The senator and his wife had surgery yesterday, and they are expected to make a recovery. I do feel for the children too. But he lived with a friend a couple days a week. The whole story is really weird. But he's a Christian nationalist, anti-abortion activist. He was appointed to a bipartisan committee, but not on a cabinet position. It was a community committee. So saying he was appointed by Walz is really not consequential. It's just, I know they still think he's a Dem. But he's not. He was a bipartisan community committee, a committee for workforce or something. Bipartisan means Republicans and Democrats. In case you didn't know what that meant. But this was all premeditated. Just wishing all you liberals happy Father's Day. Trump is still your daddy. You guys have the daddy kink. That's not us. I mean, I don't kink shame, but that's just weird. Can you imagine if I said, hey, Biden's your daddy? Like, gross, man.
I just can't imagine saying any politician's your daddy.
It's just so gross. It's weird.
People need to get a life. And aren't you a guy? I'm just curious.
I mean, it's gross. I mean, step out of the closet, man. It's okay. They are so scared to come up and talk.
That's nuts.
They're just elected to do a job, right? They're public servants. They're not supposed to be worshipped like a god or a king. I think they want a king, Val. I think they want a dictator. As long as it's their person and they think it's not going to harm them or affect them, they want him. They want that. We did not worship Biden. Who are you? What the fuck are you talking about? Tell me one Democrat that worshipped Biden. I'll wait.
That'll be waiting a while.
I think he's a good man. Like he went to church, had empathy. But I didn't be like, I love Biden. I just love him. It's so fucking weird. Okay, all gone. He was a good president. He got the most bipartisan legislation passed since FDR. He had empathy for people. He showed genuine care and concern. He was a good dude. We didn't build statues in golden calves of Biden. We didn't have Biden merch everywhere. We didn't have Biden flags on our cars. And like, what? We are not the same.
No, absolutely not.
He didn't sell shoes and NFTs and Bibles and fucking crypto coin and oh. She says golden calf as if she, oh, you want to come up here and debate me? You think you can out debate me on the Bible? Come on, Julia. Julia said she says golden calf as if she's ever read one word of the Bible. Come up, Julia. Come on up, JC.
Well, she may be careful. She may be saying that as in regards to Trump.
No, she's saying me. She said she is saying golden calf like she's ever read one word of the Bible. I'm like, oh, come up. Come on. Yeah, can you imagine if we said we sold Biden gold cards for citizenship? They would have lost their fucking mind. Come on, immigrants, as long as you give Biden $5 million, you can come in. Can you imagine? Y'all would have lost your shit.
Yeah, I want you to find one thing that Biden actually put his name on that wasn't a bill or legislation.
Exactly. Trump can be king of the flea market. China gave the Biden family millions. Can you prove it, Jay? Oh, you have your invites off. You're muted. You're not spewing misinformation on my live. Why don't you go look into the Trump kids and the Trump family before you say a goddamn word about Biden and China? Jesus fucking Christ. My God. Don't do flea markets like that. See, everything is what about you? Don't care what they do. What are you talking about? Why don't you just come up and talk? Instead of writing nonsensical shit in the comment section, just come up and talk. Like, I don't get it. Mac, I invited you up. Come up. John, why don't you request up? We're here to have conversation. I'm looking for a voter to come up on the panel. So come up and talk. Blah, blah, blah. We voted, you lost. What did you win, B.A. Cole? You have 0 followers. They're all just bots. They're all just bots.
It is bots. It's one after another bots.
They're just bots. It's all like 0, 1 follower, 2 followers. They're just fucking bots.
Take your bot self back to Russia. Get off of TikTok, please.
Say hi to Vladimir. Or Donald Trump's daddy. Did you see that the Proud Boys rented Penske trucks this time instead of a U-Haul?
Yeah, because U-Haul's, I'm pretty sure U-Haul's like,
And they got ran out by the protesters. They literally ran them back into the box truck.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, that video is hilarious. They're like, "Not get out of here, you schnazzies." It was funny. I was like, oh, that was something. They backed them right back up into that truck. They had Patriot front shields on. And they were pushing people. They pushed this one lady with a Patriot shield, and she pushed him right back. Dave, hi. Did you vote for Trump? Dave?
Just Sam.
Do what?
Did you vote for Trump?
I didn't vote. I've never voted in my life before.
No vote, no voice. Congratulations, you got us Trump either way. Fucking lazy Americans. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Never voted a day in my life. Why would you join a political live?
Yeah, one of the most important rights given to Americans is their vote. Don't come up here and go, I didn't vote. If you didn't vote, you shouldn't be here.
You really have no idea what's going on, do you? Yes, Ron. If you want to come up and tell me what I don't know.
You do a two sides argument, and you come up here, I'm just going to kick you right back down, so you know.
Dude, I will do anything to. I will do anything to vote. Like, I would never miss voting ever. Even in my local elections, I vote. We have a special election coming up on June 24th that I'm going to vote in. Trump is your president. Oh, Ashley, thank you for the profound words. Michael, did you vote for Trump?
Regretfully, I did.
That's a good start.
That's a good start. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 48 years old, and I live in the great state of Michigan.
What made you regret your vote?
What made me regret my vote?
Yep.
Oh, several things. The first thing and the most thing that made me regret my vote is I got tired of his pompous ass standing on the Constitution, thinking it's okay to break every constitutional rule and not have any consequences for it.
Well, that's true.
I think what he has done to our country with not only his standing on our Constitution and the tariffs that he's put into effect has literally just made our industry and stuff like that just go completely away. Our beef industry now is suffering critically. Our soybeans are now suffering critically. Our tobacco industry is now suffering now. Our tourism is pretty much done. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why did I vote for this pile of crap that turned around and said, oh, okay. The reason why I ended up voting for him is I thought that his economic plan was going to be good. And I thought,
But he ran on tariffs.
That was the part that I did not listen to very well. And then I also listened to my family because they were always drilling in my head, vote Republican, vote Republican. And I'm like, what if I want to vote Democrat? They will disown you. Okay. So I'm like, that's not cool.
How old are you?
48.
So, they said they would disown you.
Oh yeah.
Are they farmers?
Yeah, my Republican Party and my family, they do not deal well with Democrats. They don't like them or nothing like that. But I already told them my philosophy when it comes to midterms. I'm like, you're going to hate me anyway because I am voting Democrat. I do not like how Trump has run our country. I'm like, you have made this bad. I'm like, we're going to be suffering for this for many, many years.
Yes.
They go, well, what do you mean suffer? And I'm like, look at the friendship. Our Canadians and our Mexican friends from the north and south of the border are not going to like us for many hundreds of years now.
Yeah.
And
You could have voted for a Democrat and just told them you voted for Trump. They would never know.
Oh yeah, you know what? You know what? Thanks for the advice. I will do that the next time.
I told women that before the election because there's a lot of women that have like MAGA husbands, and I'm like, you go in that voting booth alone. You can vote for whoever you want, and then you can come out and say, "Yep, voted for Trump," and then you'll never hear another word about it. So,
Yep.
I told women to do that too because I'm like, there's a lot of women who felt pressured by their husbands to vote Trump. So I'm like, just lie to them then. I don't care.
Oh, you know something? I heard a very disgusting story this morning on the news, and I've been telling it a lot on a couple of the other panels, and I just want to see what you guys think about this. I was reading a magazine article. A 13-year-old girl in Georgia right now. She was SA'd, and now she's pregnant. Her family and them went to get an AB done, and she's been completely denied.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, that is disgusting. Now that poor 13-year-old girl is now going to have to suffer with this god-awful thing that happened to her, and then now she's got to bring a child to bear. I'm like, that's not cool. That's how disgusting the Republican Party really is. And I think that they need to understand that women need to have rights just as well as everybody else.
Yep. I mean, these are children. Isn't it like save the children? A 13-year-old is a child.
A 13-year-old is a child. I'm like, so it's okay now for babies to have babies?
That's what they want. They just want babies. They don't care. It's so gross.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you had a change of heart. I'm glad you're going to vote down ballot Dems so that we can try to right this wrong. But going forward, don't listen to your family.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
My whole family's MAGA. My whole family, my mom, my dad, my brother, my estranged husband, my in-laws, everyone is MAGA.
Wow.
Every single one of my family. My brother is a white Christian nationalist as well. Like I'm talking in deep. So and I'm like a fuck you. I don't care. You know. They know that there's no
honestly, I can only say one thing. And I put this into perspective to a lot of MAGAs that I've talked to in my own state. I'm like, what has Trump done for you to make things better? They're like, well, he's getting rid of. He's like, and they bring up immigration all the time. I'm like, okay, get this. I told them flat out, this is what I think about your policy on immigration. Are you going to be the one that's going to go into the farmers' fields and pick those vegetables? Are you going to be the one that's going to take and grab a hammer, a nail gun, or anything to start building homes? Or are you going to be the one that's going to take and clean up the trash that's in our parks? He goes, oh, no. I'm like, well, that's what the immigrants that come to this country and do for us the things that we do not want to do as American citizens, and you're taking it all out of context, and I'm like, and plus they pay a lot of taxes and contribute a lot of money to the United States. And they're looking at me, they're like, well, how come you know so much? I'm like, I've been doing my own research. And I'm like, when I go to vote next time, I am going to vote for my family's priorities and what's best for the country. And I'm like, right now, the Republicans are not very good for this country.
Michael, I mean, a few questions, if you don't mind. I mean,
Yes.
I believe you were Mega Messiah, correct?
No.
Okay.
They don't have the same accent.
Okay. But I just want to make, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure you understand. Where was this energy when all that information was put forth after his first term in office?
Oh, wait a minute. When his first term in office, I didn't vote for him in his first term in office.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I mean, we all saw his first term in office.
Yeah, I did.
Where was this energy at? I mean, because everything you just stated, I mean, other than the things that a lot of us told everyone what was going to happen, there's nothing that has happened right now that
is everything that he's promised.
Right. There's nothing that's happened right now that's any Democrat surprised about. Not one.
No.
We're not surprised.
Yeah, but honestly, I was just completely blinded by what he said, and I'm like, okay, maybe he'd change and do something different. But after I started looking at things, and I'm like, nope, nothing's changed.
Do you know why we say a leopard never changes its spots?
Because they can never tell the truth on certain things.
Right. I mean, it just doesn't. It's not going to work, right?
Right.
We are who we are, and this man is who he has been his entire.
He's always been a con man.
Yeah. Honestly, what one of the other panelists had considered what Donald Trump is. He's not considered. He didn't consider him a fascist or anything like that, but he considered him to be a mafia don in office.
I mean, that's a toxic point. We've seen that before, but that's not what this was about. I mean, my problem is with people like you come up. I'm glad you're seeing the error of your ways, but I think I one of the things that we miss in this discussion is the damage.
Yeah.
That's being done because of those errors.
Yeah, I can see the damage I caused. It's not good. I admit that, because our country now is being literally destroyed with every step of the way. With him taking a meat axe to the whole federal government that he did, I'm like, there's so many things that he's cut and gotten rid of that were completely needed by the United States, and now we're not going to be getting them because he decided to get rid of them.
I agree.
Honestly, I can see what the damage I caused was, because, like they say, your vote does count. And
it does matter.
I made the wrong decision to vote for the person that wasn't going to be good for the country. And honestly, I should have been doing more of my due diligence to understand that and make things different. But there I fell in line with my MAGA family, which there's still most of them that are that way to this day. And I try to talk to them about what's going on with Donald Trump and everything, and they're like, well, you're a turncoat. Okay, I'm like, good, then I'm not talking to you no more.
Unfortunately, this man has divided a lot of families, but that's because this isn't a matter of I'm conservative and I like conservative fiscal policy. This is about basic human rights. This is about our morality. Our morals and our values no longer align.
I mean, did you go to any of the protests this weekend?
Did I go to any of the protests this weekend? I kind of live in a small town in Port Huron. I didn't get a chance to go to any of them because of working most of the time, but I did take and I did support one of the protesters that did come in to the transit station that I work at, and I did support what they were doing because of
Right. Okay, so are you calling senators? Are you calling your
Oh, yeah.
senators? Are you calling
Oh, yeah.
representatives?
I've called my senators, and I called a couple other senators from different states to talk to see what could be done. But I've gotten voicemail from both of my senators, Alyssa Slotkin and Gary Peters. I called both of them, and they haven't done much.
Well, that's all you can do.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
I mean,
Voice our opinion.
we have to voice our opinion, write emails, make phone calls. Just let them know, hey, I voted for Trump. This is not what I voted for. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
but you got to just keep doing it.
Yep, we got to keep on doing it. And one of the other panelists that I was on, and I was talking to them, and they said, what we really need is we need a younger generation.
Yep.
To actually go into office to start fixing the problems that all of these baby boomers and other people that's been in there for eons, taking and destroying and damaging what the American people really want.
Well, that's the older folk on the Democrat side too. The older folk need to retire. Like they need to step down and allow the younger generation to come in, but they won't.
No, they won't. They won't do that. That's the problem with America. They think that we're right, you're not.
Yep. So but they all come up for votes.
Yes.
The representatives, it's every 2 years. The senators, it's every 6 years. So what you got to do is you got to vote them out and vote for the young people that are running.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of young people running across the country, and we need to vote them in. And that way, the people in Congress that don't want to give up their seats are going to have to give them up.
Yep.
But we got to vote for them. We got to vote for the young people.
And another thing I can truly say about this is that after what happened with Israel striking Iran, oh, you know what? Those preemptive strikes. Somebody from the Washington Post did a little bit of digging, and come to find out that was okayed by Donald Trump.
That wouldn't surprise me.
So now it's like Donald Trump had okayed Israel to do these attacks, which is automatically, once this is all said and done, that's probably going to draw us into World War III anyway, which is going to even make everything harder.
Which is exactly what he said would happen if we voted for Kamala Harris.
Yep.
Everything out of him was projection. He said we go to a recession, we would all of those things, and actually they're all happening underneath him. But thank you, Michael, for coming up. I do appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Keep calling your senators. Keep doing the work with us, okay?
Yep, you got it. You have a nice day, guys.
You too, Michael. Thanks you. You're welcome. Bye-bye. No new wars under Trump. Yeah, okay. Steve, there's a bunch of Trumpers in here. Why don't you come up? Amy. All these people commenting. Why aren't you in the guest request? Come on in. Come on up. Let's have a conversation. Peace in the Middle East. The whole thing is happening right now with those two countries because of Donald Trump. Because in his first administration, he withdrew, or he got us out of the Iran nuclear deal that Obama did, strictly because it was Obama's. None of this would be happening. It's directly caused by Donald J. Trump. Directly. Yeah, everything he touches turns to shit. Yeetus, thank you for the $5 cash up. We had 5,000 at a No Kings protest in Birmingham, Alabama. Good job, Alabama. Good job, Alabama. And thank you for the $5. We had millions of people out protesting yesterday, and they were mostly peaceful, weren't they? Yes. Because it's not the Democrats that are violent. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on. Where are they? Oh, they were so vocal when Michael was up talking, and now they're just quiet. The one that I went to here, or the one that I drove by and showed my support, and that I have my videos on, they were all peaceful. Peaceful. Everything was peaceful. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. It was the largest protest in our country's history, isn't it, Val?
I haven't really looked at those numbers, but I'm going to go with yes at this point.
At least one of the top. Let's see.
Yeah, it's definitely one of
was the No Kings protest the largest in U.S. history? I'm apparently not the first one to look this up. Buzz, thank you for subscribing.
Yeah, I mean, 12.1 million people. That's a big turnout.
The Daily Beast, I don't know how reliable they are. Just the first one that popped up said the No Kings protest in every state may have been the biggest day of demonstrations in American history, a data analyst has suggested.
And that could be true. I mean, we'll have to wait a little bit further to get final number tallies and all that, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. But
yeah,
I would have a hard time thinking of a period in time in U.S. history across the nation we had 12.1 million protesters at the same time.
And other countries joined in as well. There was other countries having protests for us as well.
Right.
We need to do this like every month. Literally. If we stop protesting, I mean, we have to keep doing it.
Yeah, no, if we keep doing it, it's going to make a difference.
I mean, one day is not enough. I can hear your doggy's foot on the floor.
He's headed to his bed. He's like, I'm tired. I'm going night-night.
My dog, Bobo's sleeping right behind me, and the cat's sleeping right next to me. Yeah, one day, No Kings was a flop. Fascist Kermit.
Wow,
that's delusion.
Yeah, that is big time delusion.
Hi, Sonia. Where's Fascist Kermit? Come on up here. I invited you. Come on. His parade was a flop. His little birthday bash was a birthday boo.
We go down a list of single cities that had more people at it than his parade.
He is sad. You want to see? Look at his face during the protest. I mean, during the parade yesterday. Hold on. Here we go. This was Trumpy Pants yesterday. He was pouting. Nobody's here but the squeaky tanks. He is pissed. Look at the burrowed eyebrow, like right up here. He is fucking angry. Right here. He is angry.
He thought it was a good idea to threaten America that if they protested on this day, that he was going to go after them. Well, guess what, people? We protested on that day, just like Gavin Newsom, Mr. Trump. We're calling your bluff.
Calling your bluff. Damn Skippy, calling your bluff. Kudos to the mechanic that didn't grease the squeaky tank. That's why I said he couldn't even get any WD-40 on that bitch. I mean, come on.
Man, you know that decision was made higher up. That decision was, what is the worst tank? What barely runs right now?
Take that one.
We'll take that one. Oh, this troop transport over here hasn't been worked on in 10 years. It started. It started good. That's what it is. You know conversations like that happen. You know it did.
Yep. It's just like they're like, we should arrest Gavin Newsom. He's like, I'm here, bitch. Come get me. And what they do? Nothing. It's the same with, you better not protest on my day, or you're going to be met with heavy. What do you say? Heavy what? Resistance or heavy force? Heavy force. Yeah. Old G.I. Joe Don didn't do shit. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Not a thing. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, you know, nothing is worse to a narcissist than humiliation. He suffered a narcissistic injury last night. I'm telling you, he suffered an injury last night. That man was angry. Max, hi, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Yesterday gave me hope and some feelings of pride again.
Me too. I went to, yesterday was my very first protest.
Yay.
And we honestly thought it was, my boyfriend, his brother, and myself, we went. We thought there were maybe going to be like 20 people there at most. There were a little over 1,000. And so
Wow.
we were like, holy shit, this is not what we anticipated.
That's awesome.
I know, and all the people like driving by and like honking in support.
That was me. I was the honker.
Yep.
Because I went with because I was going to Dunkin' Donuts because I told you I couldn't go out and protest. So I was like, and then somebody in the comments the day before had said, just drive by, honk, show your support. I'm like, okay, cool, I can do that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get coffee and then donuts for the kids. And so I went, I knew where they were going to be starting. So I went to the starting point because it was announced where they were going to be, coordinating to walk together. So I went down there and I just rode along with them, just honk, 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 honk. And it felt empowering. And like I said it before, I don't know if you're here, but it brought me to tears, actually.
Yeah, I was here when you said that. That is so sweet.
It was like a combination of emotions, I think. Like I was proud to see people in my little Podunk, Florida community actually out there protesting. I think it's the feelings of the stress, the hopelessness, all of the big feelings we've been having about what's been going on. I think just all came out at that moment.
Yeah, I didn't cry, but I definitely had those emotions of like, the person who had those emotions like heavily was my partner. He's been really struggling. I won't get into specifics, but he was kind of having like a existential crisis kind of thing about what's happening. And he said that seeing 1,000 people just at the one protest in Maine that we were at, it like opened his eyes, being like, oh my gosh, I felt so alone, but I don't feel as alone anymore. I know there are other people who are here, and it was really funny seeing like the few and far between Trumpers. There were a few ladies behind the protest who they were playing loud music in their car. One of them took their shirt off, and I was like,
Ma'am.
okay. It was like,
Ma'am.
It's raining. It's kind of rainy and cloudy. You're gonna get sick, but okay, I guess.
Ma'am, right?
And there was this like old man who rode his bike or walked by or did something, and just in a little whisper, "Go
Thank
Trump."
you.
It was just like it was the saddest little
Pathetic,
whisper.
yeah. Yay, Trump.
There was a woman who drove by who, out of her window, which I thought this was incredibly unsafe, she had one of those super large Trump flags. Like, she's holding it out of her truck while driving by, and I didn't notice it, but my boyfriend said that it looked like she almost dropped it.
That's funny. Well,
Someone,
I'm glad you got to go. Which you don't have to say if you don't want to, but which protest in Maine did you go to?
it was in Saco.
Okay. Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah, it was really fun.
My whole family's from Brunswick.
Oh, hell yeah. But unfortunately, my friends told me about the protest in Bridgeton, which is like it gets close to like Freiburg and New Hampshire and all.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it was less than peaceful because MAGA was instigating.
Well, of course.
6 cop cars, 4 hospitalized,
Oh
2
my.
critical condition, 1 border patrol.
Oh my.
But I also have to remember, so my hometown is near there, and Bridgeton is its own beast entirely. So it unfortunately doesn't surprise me at all that it was incredibly not peaceful.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's scary.
I'm really hoping everyone is. I hope the 2 that are in critical condition pull through.
Absolutely. Bless
But
you.
it just it just goes to show that it proves more every single day that it's MAGA, it's the Trump supporters that are causing the violence, because
Correct.
if they were driving around and instigating it, I can confidently say it would have been super peaceful and there would have been no issues.
Yep. Well, thanks for sharing that with us, Max.
Yeah, of course.
Anything else?
Yeah, no, I can't remember.
Okay.
It left me.
All right. Excuse me. Well, thanks for coming up. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me up.
You're welcome, hon. Thanks. All right. Yeetus. I love your username.
MAGA hates my username.
I love it. That's probably why I love it, because I know that triggers them. Yeetus, thy parasite.
Oh yeah, they hate it. I just came up to share our numbers from Alabama.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Yes, we had 4,000 plus in Huntsville.
Oh, wow.
Scottsboro, which is a small town, 150.
Okay.
Birmingham 5,000. Athens, Alabama had around 100. They're another small community.
Mm-hmm.
Montgomery 800. Florence 280.
Okay.
Dothan 160. Tuscaloosa, that's where University of Alabama is. They had 500. Mobile 2,100.
Okay.
Enterprise had a little pop-up one. It wasn't a planned one. They said about 25 or 30 people showed up to that one.
Nice.
Jacksonville 400, Phoenix City 400, and Auburn about 1,000.
Hey, that's great for Alabama. It's a pretty deep South racist area. I mean, for the most part, but just like Florida, I'm in Florida, so you know.
I've been to 8, I believe, here in Birmingham area, and it just keeps getting bigger every time I go.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah. And we marched from where we were at, Dave, and supported the Pride Parade after our protest.
Nice. I love that even more.
Yeah, it was my first Pride Parade. I've never been to one. That was my first one, and I really, really enjoyed it. So,
awesome.
But things are changing in Alabama.
They're changing everywhere.
Yes.
I've said all along, this administration's going to go too far, and and they have.
Oh yeah, and it's and we had no counter protesters in Birmingham. We had some threats ahead of time,
but none showed up.
No.
Awesome.
Which is great.
We're all just Gen Z people out there. It was people like us, and
we had older people out there and walking with their walkers, marching with their walkers, with their canes. There were older people that people were pushing in wheelchairs. I mean, it was nothing was gonna stop them. Nothing was gonna stop them, and we got rained on. But a little rain never hurt nobody.
That's right. Well, thank you for coming up and telling us. Thank you so much. I am back up on YouTube, by the way. I'm back up. I'm not sure what the hell happened, but I'm back up on YouTube and Twitch. So thank you.
All right, appreciate y'all having me up. And
Thanks.
Have a good rest of your Sunday.
Thank you so much. You too. I appreciate you. I love that. I love that. Wendy, hi.
Hi, Diava.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, so yesterday was so hilarious. I was cracking up. My mom, bless her heart, she wanted to actually watch the parade, but I forbid her to watch the parade. And I just told her wait until after it airs because we don't want to give him those views. I said he wants the views.
Correct.
But then when I showed her the video, I tell you, TikTok is so undefeated.
Girl, I have been laughing my ass off all day with those tank videos with that squeaky shit going by. Oh my God.
But no, the one that had me cracking up is the one that said what Trump wanted.
Oh, and what he got, yeah.
What he got. And my mom and I, we was cracking up laughing because the look on his face. And then my mom, like I said, bless her heart because, she's a Christian and everything. And she has a heart for everyone. And she said, I kind of feel bad for him. I said, I don't. So,
No.
She said, oh, he looks so defeated. I said, that's good.
If it was anybody else, I would feel bad, but not that piece of shit. No.
Yeah, so I just wanted to tell you that funny story. My mom, she has a heart for everyone. And she was like, oh, bless his heart. He just looks so defeated. And I just started laughing.
Oh, hold on.
He should be defeated.
I got to put it back up then because it was too glorious to look. Look, here we go. There he is. He was.
It looked like he wanted to cry.
He was hurting.
Like, oh my gosh. And then I was kind of slick mad. I said, $45 million for this?
That was so pathetic. Do you know how many people he could feed with that shit?
And so that's all.
For that disgusting display of whatever that the fuck that was.
Memphis had no kings. And I was so surprised, even though Memphis is a blue dot in Tennessee. I always tell people I am from Memphis, not Tennessee. But
right?
Memphis, we had a lot of people, and I want to say it was between 5,000 people out. So.
Oh wow.
So we had a good run. It was a street on Island and Poplar, and it was the Poplar. If you know anything about Memphis, Poplar runs all the way downtown to all the way out to almost out. I know it's out of Memphis. That's how long Poplar is, and it was a good stretch of people, and I honked and everything. I didn't get out of my car. I honked and
I did too.
Because I'm in the fight, but I'm not in the fight. So, but it was amazing. It was amazing.
Awesome. Thank you for coming up and sharing that. I love it.
And that's Midtown. Whoever asked what part of Memphis that is, if that's not North Memphis, that's kind of like Midtown. And I'm yield the mic, and you can drop me down.
Thank you, darling. Thanks for sharing that. I love hearing that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Wendy. I love it. And I love that he was sad. I don't generally, oh my God, I have to, hold on. Oh, Bellini, come on. You have to load. You have to load. Come on.
Hey there. Sorry about that.
Hey, how are you? Don't.
I'm doing so good. I was at the Orlando protest yesterday, and it was absolutely just energizing. It was inspiring. People were smiling. And what I loved is seeing people from all ages, all walks of life. Like, I'm 56. I saw people way older than me and way younger than me. I love seeing all the Clipper signs and just the solidarity.
Do you recognize me?
We're not taking this shit.
Do you recognize me?
Is that Diana?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, your name is Diava. I was like,
It's part of my since we're amongst friends, yes, my real name is Diana. But Diana and Ava.
out you.
Yeah, don't out me, but yes, I know her in real life. We're friends.
We live like super close together. I'm in Longwood now. So
Don't tell the city I am. I have a lot of people who I get death threats all the time because of my political views. So don't tell what city I'm in.
One of the things I found really interesting about the military parade, if we can call it that,
Uh-huh.
is when I see as the quiet resistance from the soldiers that were there. They were walking. They were not in lockstep. I took that as them saying, "I have to be here so I don't get fined, and we are going to purposely not
Yes.
present a polished military." Because I know our military has that capability. I've seen better marching at high school football games.
That's so true.
And I think they did that on purpose to say "fuck you" to Trump without getting in trouble.
100%.
So sad. So sad, but true.
Yes. Girl, how you been? I mean, we've had parties. We've been out many times together. We are actual friends in real life. We've done hurricane parties together, haven't we?
Oh, absolutely. They're actually fun. They're fun. You know, like the whole Florida thing is, you know, when the hurricane comes, you fill up your clothes washer with ice and you put all your
Drinks in there.
wine in there, so that way if you run out of everything, and you know, if you don't have electricity, you can't do your clothes anyways. But
That's right.
You know what I'm wondering, Diava?
Yeah, thank you.
Where do we go from here? Like, I didn't find out about the protest close to me until the morning of. How do we get the word out of the planning of it so others can plan and join? Like, even
Follow me. Follow me. No, I'm not being funny, but I do these political lives. I do them 7 days a week, every single day from 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern. So, and so we talk about politics and what's going on in the marches and all this kind of stuff. And the website 5150.
5150,
Yeah, 50150 is who is mobilizing a lot of these protests.
And the one other thing that I wanted to, I'm starting to really wonder is.
I'm sorry, it's 50501. I said the numbers superimposed. My bad.
I'm wondering how the new voting law will impact us. Like, how do we make sure that we can vote? Like, I don't want us to go to the ballot box and then be turned away because we didn't meet whatever these new stupid requirements are. How do we start really doing that to make sure that we can
in Florida, real ID is going to be important.
Yes.
Okay.
If you've renewed your driver's license anytime soon, do you know do you have a gold star on your driver's license?
I have no idea. I could go check.
But if you look at that, because if you have the gold star on your driver's license, that's a real ID, which means you already have it. If you don't, you'll have to when you renew your license.
I'm gonna look right now.
Yeah.
That's something that I really want to. I think that's like something that maybe I could help with getting the word out.
Yeah.
You know, because it's one thing to say we're registered to vote. It's another is, you know, do we actually meet the requirements? So you mean like the gold, the white star and the gold circle on the right hand side?
Is there a gold star?
Well, it's a white star and a gold circle.
Let me grab mine. I think it has to be gold, but let me check mine real quick. 1 second.
Yeah, and I see someone said, what if the star is black, not gold? This is what, like, I'm concerned that they're, the Republicans know that they're losing support, so they're trying to do everything they can to disenfranchise anyone and everyone who's not, supportive of them. The star in the corner makes it a real ID. Okay, thank you, Jamie girl.
Yeah, it may be different state by state, but I think mine's gold with a gold star.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'll double check that.
Yes. Yes, that is. I'll show mine. I'll cover everything up, but it's got a gold circle with a white star, but that is it.
Okay, that's exactly what I have. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
then you have a real ID. You're good. Just so you know that the SAVE Act, that I think what you're talking about voting and stuff like that, it didn't pass.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought it did.
no, it passed the House, but it never passed the Senate, I believe. I might have it vice versa, but I think I have it right. No, because that was a bill where your birth certificate had to match your driver's license or your passport or whatever, but that hasn't passed.
Okay, I am so glad to be corrected on that.
That's okay. I mean, I do this every day, and I don't like people in my real life, other than like my family, don't know that I do this political life, because my whole family's MAGA. You know that. My mom, my dad, my brother, my estranged husband, my in-laws, everyone's MAGA. And most of my friends I grew up with because of where I live. No one knows I have this live. I do this live quite somewhat anonymously, but I'm sure if they stumbled across me like you did, they would find out. But you've been a Democrat forever. Everybody follow Bellini. She's good people. She's fucking amazing. Great person. You will love her. She's great. So.
Yeah, I look at this as it's my duty to speak up, and
that's why I do this too.
Say that, like this whole, silence is consent. Well, hell no, I'm not being silent. And when I went to the protest yesterday in the morning, so my daughter who used to work with our friends, she has a baby, 2-year-old now.
Okay.
So
I have a 3-year-old grandson.
Oh my God! So my grandson is 2, a little over 2. But she said, Mom, be careful, don't get into any drama. And I was like, bring the drama to me. Like, if it takes getting into good trouble.
That's right, good trouble.
Our society for my daughters and my grandson and everybody else out there, it's worth it.
I agree.
Like I said, I'm on the tail end of the 50s. It's, if I don't speak up now, when the hell am I?
Yep.
And is it a good time? It's never a good time. So you know what? I'm turning around to the best time is now.
That's right. And we have a democracy to save. I started doing this as a job. I lost my job last May. And I was used to be on a panel like you and Valor on my panel. And I would see that the host would get gifted and they would, they were making money doing this. And I'm like, I want to start a channel that's going to fight for our democracy, make sure to dispel the misinformation and the disinformation that's rampant everywhere. So my whole live was just to have sources, data, proof, have evidence, have sources for everything that we say. I heavily research everything before I say it. I wanted it to be a place where people knew they could come to get facts and talk about actual things and about democracy and what's going on. And so I started that May of last year, and I've been doing this as my only income for the last year.
So I'm interested in, I started a TikTok, and I've been, one of my things is I love creating memes. So I've been doing that, and then yesterday I posted a short clip of the Orlando, which got way more views than I've ever had, which is kind of exciting. I'm not quite ready to quit my job, but
oh no, but I have to work from home because, as you know, I have the twins. and it probably will shock you that they're 11 now.
I cannot believe that. I remember them being like 2 or 3.
I know. But Chase was diagnosed with autism, and they're both on the spectrum. And so I have to work from home because I homeschool them. And so I've been applying for jobs left and right. I've applied for probably hundreds, if not thousands, of jobs I need remote. And I just had one interview like 2 weeks ago for the first time since May of last year. I've not had a single callback, not a single interview, nothing. And so I'm like, I have to have a way to, generate some income. And I was fighting for democracy on TikTok for free. And so I was like, well, maybe I'll just give it a go. And I ended up with a beautiful community that supports me and loves me and comes here. Maui Y says, does she know how famous you are, Diva? No, she doesn't.
She's always been famous in my heart.
That's right. She's beautiful.
I mean, I've known you for, over 11 years now, since 2011.
Yes.
So like 14 years.
Yeah. And my community, I have the most beautiful, generous, amazing community here. We do fundraisers for people whenever they're going through a hard time. Because I said, to get through this fascist dictatorship that we're entering into, I said, we're going to need community. And we've built a beautiful community here. And that's how we're going to get through this. And it's with education. It's with giving truth, giving statistics, all of that stuff. So I'm very proud of the work that I've done here. I'm almost, I think, at 43,000 followers. And
oh my God. Wow.
I'm not bragging, but I've put a lot of work into this, because it takes a lot of research. Even though I'm only on here 3 or 4 hours a day, I have to do research. I have to stay updated on every single news story so that I'm able to talk about it and have the facts to go behind it. So they are so generous and supportive of me for the education, for the entertainment that I provide them, and for helping and trying to save our democracy. So
absolutely, it's incredible to me the joint people that we know. I can't for the life of me understand how anybody with a rational brain cell can be okay with what's going on.
Me either.
I try to be empathetic. I try to understand their point of view, and I just have a mind block because I'm like, how can you wish people get deported? How can you wish people be taken off healthcare? How can you wish kids being, not getting food? How?
It's beyond me. And even my family's, my parents are evangelical Christians, and I'm like, do you not see this as absolutely everything against the Bible, everything you raised me to believe? I said, I'm a Democrat, I'm a liberal because of the way I was raised. You taught me to feed the hungry, clothe the unclothed, and welcome the stranger, welcome the immigrant as a citizen, because you were once an immigrant, an immigrant in the land of Egypt. And all the stuff biblically that I was taught growing up, I listened. And now they are everything that's antithetical to the Bible, everything. And I don't know how they got sucked into Trump. It's just beyond me. I can't wrap my mind around it either.
Even if you take the religious aspect out of
just the humanity, right?
When you mock that, reporter, it's like, how could anyone look at that and say that's okay?
Yeah, that's my guy.
Right. But I'm so excited that I guess TikTok kind of connected, your feed to mine. So
yeah,
I will of course follow, and I'll join here and there.
Awesome! I'm so glad to see you. I'm glad to see you too.
Well, I'm going to
drop down.
Be on the floor right now. I have to go do something for my daughter right now, my grandson. But it was so good to see you.
It's so good to see you. We'll catch up. I love you more. Have a great rest of your day, honey.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Oh my gosh. That's my first real life friend that found me on TikTok. Oh, that was very cool. She's such a great person. So generous, so amazing. That was awesome. Hi, Amaze. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks.
I just wanted to ask you, I listen to you guys almost every day. I'm sorry I don't send you, like, I don't have, but for some reason, my phone doesn't, when I tap it, it doesn't do the heart stuff. I try to share, but anyways, I wanted to know if you guys had seen that video from yesterday with, I don't know if you followed, Jolly.
Oh, Jolly Good Ginger. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And his friend of that U.S.
Yeah, Matt, USMC Angry Veteran. Yeah.
They were at that parade, and
Mhm.
there was a lady there that had a flag, and it was like, the missing in action flag. You see them all the time. But she had it for the Jan 16.
Oh yeah, they got so mad. Woo!
I'm just gonna. I don't know. I mean, the nerve of that lady.
Oh yeah, and they turned it like a POW flag. They got all up in her face, and they were angry.
Yeah, they were pissed.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Yeah. That's what I say. I mean, I'm not. Unfortunately, but I listen to you guys all the time. I listen to several live and stuff, but I listen to you almost every day.
Thank
And I
you.
follow Hal around. So,
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
anyways, but I always try to put a heart and flower, whatever like you say on there. But anyways,
Thank you so much.
I don't speak much, but I learn a lot from all of you guys.
Well, I appreciate your support. That means a lot to me. So I really appreciate you being here.
All right, well, I just want to say that. I just wondered if you guys thought that, because that really made me mad.
It really made me mad. It really made me mad too, because that was so gross.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, disrespectful as all hell. Oh,
Maybe it's not as when Trump paroled all those guys, all those rioters.
that was awful. Just awful.
Yeah, so
Disgraceful, to be honest. Disgraceful.
yeah, I really want to go to some of the marches, but I'm in a wheelchair, and that's just a lot of walking and stuff for me. But unfortunately, I have two daughters, but they don't want to talk about politics. I mean,
Yeah. Thank you, Electric Elshar. Well, thank you so much for coming up. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate your support on a daily basis. That's really kind of you. I do appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
enjoyed listening to you guys.
Thank you so much. All right, bye-bye. That's so nice. I love this community. Oh, I need Mitria to come up because she's got to get ready for her. Mitria.
Hey,
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. That was really fun seeing one of my friends pop in. She just popped up at the panel that I went, "Do you recognize me?" She's like, "Oh my God."
That was so cool. I loved watching that whole interaction. That was so cool. I just had a real quick question, actually.
Yeah.
Excuse me, my goodness. And you might have to help with this one.
Okay.
Do you think, you'll see why in a second, do you think that the two times that Melania and Trump may have been intimate together, he also gave her the warning that there would be heavy force involved? I'm just wondering, do you think that she got the warning too?
Yeah, I'm trying to just figure out if I'm mad at you for putting that.
The image in my mind. Yes, I was just thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, mental image, not good. Block, block, block. Oh, that's so pretty. Thank you, Electric Elshar. I love that. That was so pretty.
That was cute.
It's like going, hold on a minute.
I hadn't seen one of those, so I was like, oh, that's so cute. Oh my God, Mitri, you put the concepts of heavy force. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, TikTok never disappoints. Oh my goodness. Girl, you put the image in my head. Get it out.
Listen, go watch the scariest horror movie you can find
and then come and cuss me out later because I'm sure it will still be there in your head.
It'll still pale in comparison. Yeah.
Probably.
Ew.
I didn't come up here to send nightmares, but
That's so
That
funny.
was just painful.
That was just disrespectful. Put that in my brain. Gio. I'm just kidding. That was funny though.
did y'all see the disdain on her face yesterday?
Oh, she was so disgusted.
Like, I know that I'm supposed to be here contractually, but why the fuck would you put me there?
She hates that man, I think, as much as we do.
He's so excited that her contract is almost up.
She's like, oh my
I just wanted
god.
to send a laugh and say that it was cool to see your in real life friend. So.
Oh, that was special to me. That was cool. But thank you, Mitria, for coming up.
Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for the fucking mental image. Not.
Yeah, I'm gonna get even for that.
Right? Damn Skippy. Disrespectful. Hey, Straw Hat, how are you?
Hello. You guys were talking about the SAVE Act with 2 guests ago, and y'all were correct that it is in the Senate, but nothing has changed with it being voted on.
Correct.
So and I got that from Congress.gov for my source.
Correctamundo.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it kind of died in the Senate.
Exactly. But yeah, I was happy to see with the amount of quote unquote turnout from the birthday shit show that was in DC yesterday. I did get an absolute big heaping cup of Schadenfreude to enjoy from watching old Donnie Pants pout.
Oh, wasn't that beautiful?
It was, but I mean, but the thing is, I can't exactly be fully happy about that because this never should have happened in the first place.
I agree.
And basically I give a big fuck you to the dumbasses who voted for this man, and an even bigger fuck you to the lazy asses who didn't vote.
Who didn't vote at all. Yep, I had one come up here and he's like, oh, I don't vote. I'm like, well, get the fuck out of here.
Right, exactly. Like I'm becoming that petty person where with I've mentioned this person before. It's a friend of mine who's very hardcore middle path who has said, I'm not going to participate in a system that has caused so much division over the years, and he will shit talk Trump, and especially anybody who goes after him. And part of me just wants to comment in every one of his posts, no vote, no voice.
Yep.
Because I am petty like that. It's because like I don't even like, and really like I'm not even, you know, no, I can say this. I'm more mad at the people that didn't vote.
I think so too. Me too.
Voted for Trump. But either way, I mean, I guess it's just like, hey, silver lining. And I'm not a military kid. I've never been in the military, but I know enough of the military to see with how those dudes were walking, like, man, if y'all did that in basic, y'all would be getting chewed the hell out.
Yes, you would.
Exactly. It's just like
they'd be like, get in formation, soldier.
But it's like, oh my freaking god. But yeah, I just wanted to. I'm also happy with not only the amount of turnout for people across the country, but across the world who were protesting this. And
I agree.
I loved how everybody just flexed their muscles, which is kind of funny for the side that they love to say is, you know, weak and fragile and gets triggered under snowflakes. When he said, if you protest my funeral, severe force will be made, everyone's like,
my funeral?
and everyone's like, bet. It was an avalanche of protests with all those quote-unquote snowflakes.
We clocked him just like Gavin Newsom did when he was like, we should arrest Gavin Newsom. He's like, I'm here, bitches. Come get me. Like, you know where I am. And they didn't do shit.
It's like, come on, bro.
Right?
It's like, come at me, bro.
I love that Freudian slip, right? You said funeral instead of parade.
It is. It absolutely is. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to come up and just give that, and I wanted to wish, and to everybody else out there, I just wanted to wish everybody a happy Father's Day. Spend as much time with your fathers as you can. And Father's Day is really hard for me because in 2023 when me and my family got the news of when my father was in the hospital, and that weekend of Father's Day, they had given us the news that he had stage 4 lung cancer.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
And I had to say goodbye to him a few weeks after that. There's quite a few times that we argued, but not to the point where it was like, disowning. We had some of our political differences. He at least in the most 2 recent elections, I kind of sided. He didn't vote for Trump, but he wrote his candidate in. But he wrote in a football coach because he was big on being a University of Alabama fan for the last 15 years of his life. I don't mean to. That's the only thing that I'll say. And he wrote Nick Saban in for the last 2 elections. But it's like, and I just shook my head.
But we still got Trump.
I would just shake my head. It's like, because I was raised a University of Tennessee fan, and
balls.
And him going to the Bama side, it'd be like, if I remember correctly, you said you were a Cowboys fan.
I am a Cowboys fan. That'd be like going and being an Eagles fan or
Commanders fan.
Or Commanders, exactly. That's like, nope. Mm-mm.
Which I always never knew which one was worse for y'all, Washington or Philadelphia, but I guess recently now it's Philly.
It's Philly.
Yep.
It's always been Philly for me, and their fans are so obnoxious. Philly fans are so obnoxious. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just the bars I would go to watch the Cowboy games. But the only ones that outbeat the Philly fans were the fucking Steeler fans with those stupid, terrible towels. They'd be swinging them all over the bar, and I'm like, oh, somebody shoot me. I mean, no, I shouldn't say that, but.
I'm actually just curious. You as a Cowboys fan, because I know that. Thank you for clarifying with that, because I know that Cowboys and Steelers have a bit of history. How much are you chuckling at the shit show that's happening in Pittsburgh right now with them giving Trump a jersey and the whole thing with Aaron Rodgers, who's another wackadoo who I wouldn't be surprised if he did vote for Trump.
Of course he did. Oh, they're all gross.
I literally read a story, and this is actually after his whole Achilles tear, his first snap when he was a Jet, and I learned about how he was a conspiracy theory about 9/11, which the ones I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
That he was one of his backups.
Oh, he's definitely a Trumper. Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm like, I kind of find that ironic that his first series as a Jet in New York on 9/11, and he ruptures his Achilles tendon.
Karma is a bitch. It has no expiration date and never forgets the address.
Exactly. Karma is a cruel, cruel mistress. But I digress. But yeah, that was the only thing that I'll actually say about my dad. Because for the most part, he did a good job at raising me, and I was at least happy to get everything out, tell him I loved him, and spend the last few days with him. And I always try to tell that to everybody around this time of the year, just like, if there's any kind of way that you can kind of make peace with your family, with your family, do the best you can. I know some situations are a lot harder. Everyone's situation is different.
Everyone's different, yeah.
But yeah, just hope y'all just have a happy rest of the day to all you fathers and everything. And y'all take care. Straw Hat, signing out.
Thank you.
Try to hit the eject button.
I got you. Ooh. Yeah, that's what you guys all know my dad's MAGA. But we just don't talk politics so that we can maintain somewhat of a relationship. Plus, they're also live next door, so it's kind of hard to avoid them. And I try to. My parents are elderly, so they're not going to be around much longer. So we just don't talk politics so we can maintain somewhat of a relationship. Shane, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We're all hanging in there.
Yeah, I know. First time in your box, so I've only been in box.
Yes,
so
I know.
I'm a little nervous.
Oh, don't be. You're amongst friends.
Yeah. So I live in my hometown city is technically in LA County. It's like the last LA County city that you can get into before you hit Orange County. I now live in that one city over in Orange County, but my hometown, one of my friends just called me. She lives at kind of like an apartment complex. She lives on a road called State Road, which is where the major trains run through.
Okay.
From way back when. It's just been there forever. And man, apparently, I don't know if this is, I'm trying to like find a story. As of now, I can't find anything other than what she sent me. A man was chased by ICE from a liquor store onto the train and lost his arm.
Oh.
And apparently, ICE tried to kind of clean up the blood, but basically just left him for.
Oh my God.
They thought he wasn't gonna make it, so apparently he's in the hospital. I shared a video with you. It's in Spanish, so I'm just getting word from her. So I don't know if it's I'm trying to just make sure it's not misinformation, you know?
Sure.
Because as of now, I can't find anything on.
I'll see if I can do some research and see if I can find anything.
So,
Buy the headphones.
but
What'd you say, Val?
Really,
Buy the headphones.
Val, are you talking to me or Kim?
They're both you. Buy the headphones. The translation headphones.
oh, I know, I need to get those for sure. But yeah, it's been bad here. And then yesterday too, after all the protests happened, there was a swap meet. I don't know if you saw that story, but there's a swap meet not far, and they went in. ICE went in with the Marines, and was basically gathering people up, asking them where they were born. That's also being shared too, which has been really bad over here. But I was really happy to see turnout yesterday. I live pretty close to Disneyland, and there was just so many people. I couldn't even, like you, I'm a single mom, so I was kind of afraid to go out because I'm like, I can't be getting arrested.
Right.
So, but I tried to go to the one that was closest to my house, and I literally couldn't even get out of my car because there was so many people. There was nowhere to park. There was just. So
well, that's great.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, but I just wanted to share that story and see, if you can look into it.
Yeah, I'll look into that. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, thanks for sharing that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, happy Father's Day, Phil.
Thank you.
I'll drop down.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, TikTok is doing another flash goal. So they need 40 different people to hit the heartbeat one time. It only costs you 1 cent if you wouldn't mind doing it if you haven't done it already. Trent, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, hanging in there.
Happy Father's Day, Val. Remember the last time I came up? It was like a couple weeks ago, actually. I remember when you gave me a follow. I just want to say thank you for that.
Oh, of course.
I love the photo. It's like Donald Trump. I love the background. It's like him looking in the mirror saying, I'm the president, and then he looks back at himself.
I prefer to look at this as I'm pouting because nobody came to my stupid parade.
I've always
like the kid in the corner that's pouting.
It's funny. I've always wanted to get into politics, and it's like, but I have like 30 followers, and I don't know how to like grow. Do I just like post videos and stuff? Like,
say that again. I was reading a Venmo that just came through. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. I've always wanted to get into politics lives, but like, I only have a few followers. So, like, do you have any like suggestions to help?
Go join panels like you're doing, and you'll automatically just start getting followers. People will follow you based on what you say on these panels and stuff like that. Is that what you're talking about, getting enough followers to go live, or just tips on how to go live?
No, enough followers.
So what exactly do you need help with?
Like growing with my account. Because I'm at like 45 followers, I think.
Make videos.
Yeah, definitely make videos. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, before all that, I love your lives. I love you guys. guys just like keep crushing those truckers and everything.
Thank you.
And thank you for all the gifts, everyone. I appreciate it.
For several people said they followed you as well. So
Thank you, everyone. And I don't know what to say because like I'm kind of scared, but
no, don't be scared. It's okay. You don't have to say if you're done. That's fine.
yeah. Oh, thank you for the gifts, everyone. Thank you for bringing me up. I love watching your lives and keep crushing the shoppers.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. And you got a bunch of follows, so there you go. Make videos, join lives. That's really and Sandra, thank you for the $5 Venmo. I wonder why there wasn't more MAGAs at his parade. The only thing is, it may be because he's losing a lot of support because of what he's doing. And it may also be because they brokey and they couldn't afford to go to Washington, D.C. A lot of red states are not very wealthy. Allie, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. I have a few things today. One, if you're still here, I will never forgive you for that. I can't get it out of my head.
Exactly.
Demetria. Also, do we know if the Orange Dictator is coming here to the UK? Do we know if he's doing a state visit this time around?
I don't know.
Because I want to protest him. I want to say I did it.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw something about him not being invited to the summit. If that's what you're talking about, I don't, but I don't know.
But I wonder if he's doing a state visit this time around. Because I wanna process it, but I can't go to the US right now. It's too dangerous as a person who is who I am.
Yeah, don't come here. Don't come here. Mm-mm. No, definitely don't come here.
But I was just wondering if we know anything, if he's gonna come here.
I don't know.
He has no power here.
No, he has no power there. Are convicted felons allowed to travel to UK?
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't think so. I think it'd be the same thing as what should be in getting into politics, but.
Well, we know how that went.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely don't come here based on who you are. You know what I mean by that. I'm not saying it as a dig.
Once
it's not safe for you here. Yeah.
Again, I'm definitely coming over though.
Yeah, once we get somebody sane again, please come.
I've always wanted to go to the States, but it's either been a tyrannical government or.
Now is not the time. I agree. Now is not the time.
No. But that's all I really came up for today.
Thank you, Allie.
He's coming here.
I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I don't know. I could try to look into that if you'd like, but I honestly, I just don't know.
Yes, please, if you can.
Okay.
I don't know where to look because obviously a lot of the protest sites are based in the States.
Yes.
Because it makes sense that he's there, so that's where all the protests have to be.
Yes. All right, but I'll look into that and see. I'm not sure. I don't want to give you a wrong answer. But thanks for coming up.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye. Last but not least, our favorite girl boxer mom.
Hi, thank you for having me up.
Hi. How are you?
Not bad. We just got back from the cemetery and stuff, and I thought this was so cool. You know, the other day, I appreciate you. I know I wrote down the other day. Thank y'all for allowing me to do that. I felt better about it today, so I wanted to tell you.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I know how very difficult it is, so I'm so happy.
Yeah, we went out there, as we were like laying things down and stuff, 2 fighter jets flew right over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How nice.
So I said, oh no, look, I'll fly over for Dad.
Exactly. That's what I'm like, how nice.
So that made me feel better. So I thought I'd tell you.
I'm so glad. We all love you, and we're so happy. I'm so happy.
Well, thank you. I just wanted to come and say that. That was like the perfect timing.
Kind of what you needed, huh?
Yeah, it was. You know, that we're going to get through this.
Yeah.
And so much hope. Like, I've got, like, a purpose. Like, I already had a purpose, but even more, you know? Saving ourselves from this idiot.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah. And happy Father's Day, Val.
Thank you, Boxer Mom.
And to all the fathers out there. I just have a quick reading.
Okay.
I probably won't share all of these things, but this is what I will share.
Yeah, only share what you feel comfortable sharing, for sure.
Yeah, I think that Val does a lot of the same aspects of my dad and stuff, so this is what I left him today. So this is called The Gift You Left Behind. For our dad, our papa, and pops, Father's Day. The blessings you gave us we carry each day, not just in our hearts, but all that we say. You taught us that love isn't spoken, it's shown in action and sacrifice in the seeds you have sown. You're more than a dad, more than a name. You are our compass, our calm, our flame, a steady foundation, a place we could call home. Even now, we're never alone. Though your chair sits still and your voice is at rest, your lessons still guide us. They're some of life's best. You showed us that real love is forged in the fight, to stand for your family, to do what is right. You lived with intention. You led with your hands and gave us the courage to make our own stands. You showed us that greatness is quiet and true, in lifting up others, not just what you do. So today on this Father's Day, we honor your name, the man who gave more than fortune or fame. You're no longer here, but we carry your light. Your love is our legacy, burning so bright. So to our dad, our papa, and pops, our hero, our guide, the gift of your love is still here, deep inside, and we'll pass it along, your heart, your flame, living a life that honors your name.
Aw, that was beautiful. What a wonderful tribute to your dad.
Yeah, thank you. And
Thank you.
I know there's a lot of dads out there like that, and I think that was one of them. And so, happy Father's Day, Val.
I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, I think you're like my dad in a lot of ways. The only problem is you're a Texas fan. That's it. Oh, Val, I'm going to tell you. So, when we had private family, viewing or what have you. So, when I say just like at first it was just us, like immediate, like the grandkids and my sister and her husband. Anyway, we all go up there. Mom's like, we go up there together. So we do. And then and now granted, Dad was not in a church, so at that point, so we could say this. Is what I told my mom. It was okay. So we went Boomer, Sooner, Texas. And my mom wouldn't say the sucks part. And I did. We all did. And she goes, I just can't say S. I said, Mom, he's not in a church right now.
Right?
It's legal.
You even got me saying boomers. When you say boomer, I say Sooners. Boomers, Sooners. Texas sucks.
Right? And so I told my dad, I said, we did it right. You got to get Mom. She was just like, maybe it's not proper. But I'm like, this is Dad, without a doubt. So,
That's funny.
There's no rules,
Right?
And so, I mean, and like I said, they're not into organized religion because
Right.
it's been weaponized and all that. They're not crazy nutcases. Oh, I'm going to tell you this. We go out to the cemetery, you have to go out ahead of time, and you have to, go out there put a flag, and say, yes, this is where they're going to go, and this and that.
Right.
So we're in this building with this dude. Comes out, oh, nice. And then he says, did y'all go to, do you have a church? And my mom was telling me, like, what church I grew up in, this and that. And he goes, I love Jesus. Just and we're like, oh my God. So then it got worse. And then my mom was saying my dad had taught her to do the double tap, the credit card.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, I can do that. And he goes, you know what? That's out of the book of Revelation. Something's really weird about that. Okay, be there in just a sec. And sorry, you didn't mean to yell in here. So he said that. We were like, what is he talking about? Right? Like a double tap credit card. He's like saying there was some big, I don't know, conspiracy around this. I
Right.
don't understand it. And then he said, then it made it even worse. And he says, well, me and my wife, we honor what's in the
Love,
book.
thank
So
you for
I
subscribing.
go to work and she stays home. I was like, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, bye. Oh my. It's like, thanks, bye.
Yeah. I was like, we got in the car because my niece was at this, my dad's girl. And we were like, what did we just experience?
Like, what the fuck was that?
And my niece goes, God, that's handmade stuff. That dude's nuts.
Right? Yikes.
And he says that they got some follow-up visit after, like, they call and like, what kind of follow-up visit would it be? Stupid.
Try to get you to go to their church.
Follow-up visit?
Try to get you to go to their church.
You scared me the first time, much less a follow-up visit.
Yikes.
It's weird, and my mom looked at him like, what's a follow-up visit?
It's probably to get you to join their
Yeah.
church, to be honest with you.
Probably.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah. Well, happy Father's Day, everybody.
Thanks, Boxer Mom.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Preezy, real quick, did you want to say something?
Hey. I just came up real quick to ask a question
Sure.
about my experience. Was I right or wrong? I don't know if you guys are Jewish or anybody Jewish or anything.
No.
Okay. I had a big argument with a colleague of mine. He's a Trump supporter, but he's Russian, and we got in an argument because his wife is Jewish, and the conversation basically went from like he was saying that Jewish people are the most prosecuted people in the
You mean persecuted?
I'm sorry, persecuted. Yeah, most persecuted people in the world or whatever. So no disrespect. I told him no disrespect to Jewish people, but I was like, I'm African American, and I was telling him that we were brought over here, and my name, my last name is a Irish name. So I was trying to tell him, hey, I don't really know my people. Yeah, I'm African American, but we were, my ancestors was brought over here from Guyana.
Right.
And part of my ancestry is from Ireland too. So I was trying to tell him that, hey, my name is different. My name is different from my ancestors. We don't know who we really are.
Right.
Why are you trying to tell me that you guys are the most prosecuted? Oh, no, I'm sorry,
Persecuted. Yeah.
Persecuted. I'm saying prosecuted. I keep saying that. But persecuted people in the world. Was I wrong, or just trying to figure that out?
I think that both of you are thinking that from your own experiences. I could be wrong. I'm not Jewish. I don't know how to answer that question. I'm trying to navigate because I feel like.
I understand their plight, but I'm just saying that Jewish people come over here and they can assimilate because they're white. I can't assimilate. You know, my people can't assimilate into a white culture
That's true.
because of our skin color. So
You're always going to stand out, and they've always been marginalized. Yeah.
They don't stand out unless you know you look at their name or they tell you that they are Jewish. I got a Jewish friend that is a doctor, and he don't understand that, and I'm like, you right now you got mostly. I'm the only black friend, Toby, and you mostly hang out with white people, white people. So I don't have that many white friends, due to I live in the South.
Right.
Yeah, and we don't go to church together. We don't, most of my friends are, we hang out. I don't go to too many white people's places, so, or if you try to go to a place down here,
right,
you get looked at real crazy looking, especially like me and my wife tried to go to a church one time, and they looked at us like we were crazy.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, and I'm not trying to cop out. I literally don't know. Val, do you have any thoughts?
I do not. Okay. I was just curious
because it's hard for me because I'm not Jewish and I'm not black.
Right.
I sit in the most privileged body on this planet, which is a white one. So it'd be hard for me to say who I think has been persecuted more. Based on your lived experience and based on probably their lived experience. So that's a really tough one for me to comment on. I've never experienced any type of racism or persecution, so to speak, myself.
Okay, I'm just curious, but I don't want to hold your time. Val, you do a great job. I listen to you guys, all the time. I don't come up, as you know, but Diego, I've been supporting you since.
Since the beginning. Oh yeah. Since the beginning. Exactly. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry I didn't give you a better answer. Doc B in the comment section said 400 years versus one generation.
Yeah.
So
that don't even equals to I don't about the date. Let me stop because that pissing me off about people keep saying 400 years.
It's been way longer than 400 years.
Right.
But that's what it's hard for me coming from a place of someone who's never experienced it to opine on that. So
whoever that person is, I'm guaranteeing that he or she hasn't experienced that in this lifetime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I understand about the 400 years and the the Smith thing and stuff like that, but basically I'm talking about my experience, man.
Correct. Mr. Photobomb said the difference is one was captured with on photographs and the other wasn't. Oh. True too. Good point. But thank you, Freezy. I appreciate the question. I wish I had a better answer for you. I just don't feel like as a white person who's just never experienced racism or any of those things. I just genuinely don't know how to answer that question.
Oh, no problem. I was just curious. I just want to come up and because we got in a heated argument and I was like, was I wrong or I was just in that thought process. So I know you guys are versed in a whole lot of stuff. So I was just like, and I didn't, possibility one of you guys was Jewish, or I could catch somebody in the live, but I know you have to go. So
yeah, but thank you so much. I appreciate the question. It's food for thought, actually. Like it's got my wheels dirty, but I'm curious now if which one might be true, but I appreciate the question and thanks for coming up. And like I said, I wish I could give you a better answer. I just honestly don't know how to answer it.
Okay. And
Well, thank you, Preezy.
Happy Father's Day to everybody.
Happy Father's Day to you.
My daughter treated me well for Father's Day.
Yay.
So almost cried. She said, "I almost got you." Amen. Thank you. All right. See you guys later.
All right. You have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much. All right. Bye-bye. All right, y'all. I did go over a little bit today just because my kids aren't here. All I have to do is feed myself right now because the kids are with their dad. So, I've been doing absolutely fucking nothing today, which has been just really nice because I have those kids 24/7, 365. So having a little break for myself was absolutely perfect today. So thank you guys for being here. Val, again, happy Father's Day. I hope that you had a fabulous day.
It had fun.
Good. Thank you guys for all being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your taps, your gifts, your loves, all of the stuff. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I will be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do it all over again. So everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Father's Day to all the daddies out there. We appreciate you. And have a great night. Take care. Okay. YouTube and Twitch. Thank you guys for being here today. I'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do it all over again. Love ya. Bye. Happy Father's Day.